Hey guys, Kevin here, and this is Purereviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you find this particular video helpful or useful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment saying thanks. It really helps out the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon, and there's a link in the description that will take you to the product page where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. It is the Netgear Orbi quad band 6E Wi-Fi mesh internet system that I want to share with you today. So we're going to go over everything you get once you open up the box. We're going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to install, and then kind of give you my opinion on how well it works and gives coverage in my house. So first off, once it arrives, this is the box it's going to come in. Once you unbox it, you're going to get all the little parts in pieces. So it's going to include a little contact card in case you have any trouble. Then it's going to give you a quick start guide that tells you about the devices itself. Now, this product comes with, like I said, it's a mesh internet. So how that works is it has a router and then multiple satellites. So the version I have here includes one router with 2 satellites. But you can also buy this with one router and 1 satellite, or one router and 4 satellites, but you can continue to buy the individual satellites up to 6. So that's where this system will max out. And the reason you would need more satellites is depending on your house size. The more square footage, the more devices, that kind of stuff, maybe is what drives whether or not you need additional satellites. So once you open it up, so this is what the device it looks like. Obviously, I have the white front here. It has this nice little gold detail, and this thing is packed full of antennas. But this is the extender or satellite itself. It does have a nice rubber part along the bottom that keeps it from sliding. Netgear does sell a wall-mounted bracket if you choose to wall mount this. I'm personally just set it on furniture. With anything with Wi-Fi, you want to make sure it's set as high as possible if you can do that, because the signal falls kind of downward and you'll get better coverage that way. Now on the back, you can see the little satellites. They have a sync button. Then they have right here a 2.4 gigahertz manual Ethernet plug. So that's going to be a play if you want to plug in this by, let's say you have an office and you have a computer nearby and you want to have that hard plug-in line, you can do that. And then it has 3 1 gigahertz also Ethernet plugs. So if you want to plug in a printer or a copy machine or something like that, you can also utilize the ports if you don't want to hook it up to the Wi-Fi. Now, why would you want to do that? These guys have a Wi-Fi signal of a 2.4 gigahertz for your slower devices like security cameras, an alarm system, toys, your fridge, lots of all those little devices that connect have a tendency to use that more older connection. Then it also utilizes the 5 gigahertz signal for your faster devices like computers, your TV, your streaming boxes, your cell phone. And that basically has a faster speed handling those signals. Now, this device also has an additional 5 gigahertz, but what that is doing is it's utilized for talking between the devices. There is a mode in the app if you have things plugged in and you don't need that kind of backhaul connection where these things are talking via that 5Y. You can turn that off and you can basically have 2 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi signals out there if that is something you want. So they allow a lot of customization if you need, and we're going to go over, like I said, the app and install that here shortly. So then the final, and that's what this makes this system stand out versus Netgear's other devices out there, is the 6 gigahertz signal. So that is the latest upcoming Wi-Fi kind of signal out there, and it's not as widely used, so it's not as congested, and it has, because of that, it has a lot faster speeds. If you have a laptop or a phone within the last 2 years, it probably can support that. You can kind of see that in your computers if you look and it supports 6E Wi-Fi. It's going to have that ability to utilize that super fast connection that's not going to be as slow as the other ones. So like I said, I got the 2 satellites here. As far as coverage, they say it will cover up to a 9,000 square foot of space. Now, keep in mind, that's going to be affected when you start throwing up walls and like concrete and things like that. That signal is going to drop a lot. But with this setup, I should be able to fully cover my little house here, which is great. Because currently, right now, with my setup, I get no Wi-Fi signal back in the bedroom. So if we're watching TV or something, it struggles, it buffers and all that. So the idea is that this is going to stop that. So this is the router itself. As you can see, it looks just like the satellites. The only kind of difference that you can tell is down here on the bottom, it has a 10 gigahertz WAN port. So this is where you're going to plug into your service provider's modem. And then you have next to it the faster 5.5 gigahertz Ethernet port, and then the 3 1 gigahertz Ethernet ports. So if you have fiber internet or something that has those super speeds, this is going to be a system that will allow you to tap in those. You're not going to have that slowing down at your Wi-Fi in your router, which is really, really nice. This could be maybe overkill for you, but it is also kind of future-proof because as technology develops, you're going to grow into this system, which is a nice setup. Now, obviously, outside of these, you are going to get the little power cord that you're going to utilize to plug these little devices in. You can see it has a pretty massive little brick here, and then a cable at the end, and it has a nice long amount of cord. So if you do want to mount it up high, you have the room to do that. They also include the little Ethernet cable that you can connect between your modem to your router. So let's talk about Netgear Armor here. That was a big selling point for using the Netgear family. And the reason why is I have been using Bitdefender for a very, very long time now. And that is what Netgear Armor is utilizing. They are utilizing Bitdefender to protect their devices. Now, I have had a device called the Bitdefender Box 2 for a very long time. And how that device worked is it protected my whole house from basically attacks outside the internet. It scanned everything at the router itself. That router has died, which is what led me looking to this new mesh system. But yeah, so how it works is if you have a camera hooked up to it, or your fridge, or your dishwasher, your vacuum cleaner, all the things out there, your robot vacuum cleaner, whatever, there's a lot of devices that connect to the internet now that you're not loading security software on, and it's easy for hackers, I'm sure, to, basically kind of hack. I'm sure you've written plenty of stories about hackers hacking into cameras and things like that. So what's nice about this system, the security system, is it kind of creates a safety bubble at your router, the direct point where the internet is coming in, helps scan those. And that was a big selling feature for me for this device, because I know what the security software has capable of doing because I've had it in the past. Now, that is a yearly subscription fee, and it is an add-on feature. So if you don't want to subscribe to the security features, you don't have to utilize this mesh system. It's just something that I really like, and I do recommend because it does allow you, it protects all those little devices that you're not putting on security software on, like cameras. Now, with that said, if you do subscribe, they are going to allow you to download Bitdefender's software on your computers, your phones, etc., unlimited number of devices. It has VPN. It has all these other little features in it that you get if you're buying the security software. So if you are getting this mesh system and you're already subscribing to a security software from some other vendor and you want to switch to this and have it all wrapped into one, you can do that. I really like that it has that bubble aspect of it. So Netgear's Armor having that collaboration with Bitdefender is a big perk in my book. So yeah, overall, that is a big selling point for me personally, but like I said, it's customizable, which is another awesome selling feature of the security aspect. Okay guys, I have been using the Orbi system now for about a little over a month, and I can say I am thoroughly impressed with the system. Like I said, it may be a little overkill for some people, but it is very future-proof, which is why I chose to get it. I have a little, just to give you a little reference here, I have a little over 60 devices connected to this thing. A lot of them are devices that you can't really load security software on, like thermostats, cameras, all that kind of stuff. So Netgear's Security Armor is a great way to protect those with the Bitdefender ecosystem. So I'm a big fan of that. Everything is very easy to control in the app, and it was super easy to set up. And the mesh network really works well. I've never been able to get a good signal back here in my bedroom, which is where I am now. And I've got this little guy right here next to the TV, and I get incredible speeds throughout the whole house without any issue. The app actually does have in there where you can actually constantly test your speeds to see how your range is working and how well they're doing. So that's a nice little feature. And like I said, they've got the features in the app, or you can also do it online, whichever you find easier. It has a lot of customizable features, but most of all, it's super easy to set up, which was really nice in, you know, because routers sometimes can be a little cumbersome when setting things up. It's really plug and play, and it did not take that long to hook everything up, which was really nice. So overall, I'm a big fan of it. If you are in the market and you're trying to improve your Wi-Fi signals throughout your house, you should look into a mesh system, and I would look into the Orbi system by Netgear. I think it does a great job for what it is built to do. That's basically it. If there is something that I didn't cover that you're curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those, and until the next video, you guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.